Welcome to the newly renovated Don Ayers Honda. Our sleek, spacious showroom is designed for your comfort and provides a dynamic shopping experience. An enlarged service lounge includes a children's play area, and expanded service lanes get you in and back on the road faster than ever. When you're ready to drive home your new Honda, an interior delivery area provides a seamless experience. Come experience exceptional service at the new Don Ayers Honda today.
Hello and welcome everyone to tonight's varsity matchup against the Canterbury Cavaliers and the Leo Lions. We have an exciting matchup for you tonight. Cavaliers coming off of 3 straight losses after starting the season 3-1. They've lost to Adams Central, Blackhawk Christian, Manchester in the last 3 games, and they look to get back on track tonight against Leo. Christian, what are some important keys to tonight's game?
Well, Andrew, like you said, the Cavaliers started off hot in the season. They've played some tougher opponents in these last few games, faced some adversity, and from what Coach Adams has told me and what we've seen on the court, we've seen Canterbury essentially get physically outmatched in these last few games. They were out-rebounded by 11 by Manchester, heavily out-rebounded by Blackhawk, and they've been turning the ball over a lot, and those are both not recipes for success for the Cavaliers. So Coach Adams definitely wants to see his team bring a lot of toughness to the game out of the gate against Manchester. They really got boat raced to start the game. The press was really speeding them up. They weren't playing as tough as Coach Adams wanted them to. You'd like to see them bring a toughness from out the gate, and they're going to need energy from buzzer to buzzer in this game.
Absolutely. Another storyline we had was that Leo, coming off of a 40-point loss to Homestead, they lost 80-40. That's a big loss. Might be a little deceiving, though, because they had several players suspended. We don't know what reason that was for, but those players, we are told, will be back tonight. So a full ready-to-go roster tonight for the Leo Lions.
Yeah, that was an out-of-character performance for the Leo Lions. This is a very, very talented team. We believe that Jackson Keller, Nolan Hitshoe were 2 players that were suspended in the last game. Those are extraordinarily prolific players for these Lions, and look for them to fill it up offensively. And this Leo team really has weapons all around. Look for Solomon Richard to be featured heavily offensively. Look for Leo to feature him off ball, give him screens, back screens, flare screens to get him open off ball and get him moving offensively to try to get some open threes, open layups. And this Leo team really has been a well-oiled machine when they've been at full strength this season. They played Wayne, one of the top teams in the state, earlier this season. They won by 7. And contrast that with the Homestead 40-point loss. It really looks like more of an out-of-character performance with them. And also you have some of your more physical players out against Homestead. Look for Leo to try to impose their will offensively, defensively, on the boards, and everywhere in this game to try to outmatch Canterbury.
And Christian, looking at the Canterbury side of the ball, who are you looking at tonight? Who do you need a big game from? Who do the Cavaliers need to really get going so far?
Yeah, Andrew, one of Coach Adams' concerns when we spoke is that there's not really been a consistent offensive contributor. You really would like to see Alden Grider step up. He's been huge for the Cavaliers this year. He's averaging about 12 points a game, but it's been inconsistent. He scored 12 against Manchester, but you really like to see him step into a big heightened role for these Cavaliers. And an interesting storyline is Ben Collins coming in against Manchester and going 3 for 3 from the three-point line, really filling it up offensively. Let's see if he can add a spark to this Cavalier offense. It's really been sputtering at times this season.
Absolutely. Another storyline for the Cavaliers, J.P. Rower, who's been a very solid, prosperous sophomore here for these Cavaliers. I've been told by him himself that he doesn't think he's going to play much tonight. So we'll see how big of a factor that plays.
Yeah, it's a big loss for the Cavaliers as they've been sped up constantly this season. He really adds a calming presence in the backcourt, but look for Aaron Padmalingam and Sean Lukengar as well as Alden Grider to try to slow down this offense, try to remain comfortable. And Aaron Padmalingam is going to need to have a heightened role from a ball handling standpoint as well. As they had 18 turnovers in the last game. They've had 30 turnovers in the past. Look for Canterbury they need to play a clean game today.
We'll be right back after the national anthem. We are back live here, and we are ready to announce the starters for tonight's game. We got to get a better view of who we have. Looking at, for the Cavaliers, Sean Luca-Kingira, Alden Grider, Aaron Padmalingam, Theron Padmalingam, and Reed Hayes will be the starting five for the Canterbury Cavaliers. And for Leo, we will have Nolan Heitschu, Solomon Richard, Jair Sampson. Number 15, Landon Ruoff. And number 24, Colton Wallace.
And Andrew, for the Cavaliers, we can't help but mention Reed Hayes' 21-point game against Manchester. He really was huge for them, really came into his own offensively, getting into the paint, scoring at will. Cavaliers are going to need him to continue to provide that offensive boost that he provided against Manchester. And they're going to need his physical presence as well. With Nicholas Collins questionable for this game, Greg Frucci's out. They're going to need answers physically. This is they're very outmatched physically in this game from a size and strength standpoint. So you're going to need effort. That's really what you're going to need. You're going to need effort. You're going to need 5 guys going to glass at all times, boxing out, and really scrapping for those rebounds in a game like this, because it really does come down to effort, and you're going to need that out of Reed Hayes especially.
Small lineup tonight for the Cavaliers. We mentioned the starters. I think the tallest guy out there is probably Reed. And then, as you can see, Leo has some pretty tall guys on their team. So,
yeah, their front court is definitely imposing, and they're going to test this Cavalier front court that was tested on Saturday, as they gave up 31 points to Benton from Manchester, who is obviously a very talented player. He'll be going to Grace College, but they were really up to the task in that second half, really matched him physically, held him to 9 points, were able to not get out-rebounded as much in that second half. We'll see if they can bring that physicality to the game, buzzer to buzzer.
And we will see the tip-off from Landon Ruoff and Reed Hayes of the Cavaliers, and it is won by Canterbury and possessed by Sean Luca-Kingira. Cavaliers trying to set up their offense early. Aaron Padmalingam up top. Hesitates, kicks it back to Alden Grider. Pulls a 3 to start the game, can't knock it down. Offensive rebound by Theron Padmalingam. And he tries to force one inside there, and it's stolen away by Jair Sampson. And he lays it in on the other end.
And Andrew, that possession is exactly what Coach Adams is trying to get his team not to do. Alden forced a quick 3 there, and Theron tried to force a pass into the middle of the paint in between multiple defenders. Coach Adams wants to see patience from this Cavalier roster and hunt good shots, hunt good passes, because those bad shots, like we just saw, can lead to runouts.
Second straight turnover of the game for the Cavaliers. Alden Grider traveled there, got trapped by the Concordia defense. This Concordia, Leo team is clearly bringing the pressure here to start this game. Heitschu on the left wing, can't knock that one down. Hayes inside, backing down Ruoff, and he gets it to go. So the Cavaliers lead early. It's 4-2. Sorry, 2-2. Spin move inside, and he can't get it to go. Good defense here for the Cavaliers. Wallace inside on the Euro step. Nice play there.
Wow, what a beautiful job getting into the teeth of defense there, sidestepping the defender, able to get the nice floater off and finish.
Hayes down low gets an easy reverse layup, and Reed Hayes got the first 4 points of the game for the Cavaliers.
Boy, Reed Hayes is picking up where he left off, getting into the teeth of the defense, using his strength and athleticism to get around the defenders and finish.
Stolen by Aaron Padmalingam. On the other end, doesn't get fouled. And it's rebounded by Leo. Down low, Ruoff on the alley-oop layup. Nice play inside there on the assist from Jair Sampson.
But into that last possession is exactly what Coach Adams would have wanted. He told me in his interview that they needed to create opportunities from their defense to find those transition looks, and Aaron Padmillingham did a good job getting in the passing lane and getting out in transition there.
Aaron Padmillingham down low, gets that one to go.
It's again good awareness by Aaron Padmillingham to find his brother cutting baseline, able to find him and able to finish inside.
So a nice start offensively for the Cavaliers after those 2 early turnovers to open up the game.
And good defensive intensity here from the Cavaliers. They need to fight and keep this Leo team out of the paint and from getting good shots and right on cue.
Haichu goes up for the layup and gets fouled, so he'll go to the line for a chance at a 3-point play.
Coach Adams frustrated with his team there. Nolan Haichu able to get right into the paint there. On top of that, Cavalier defender did not wall up, able to give him the old-fashioned 3-point play there. You cannot have those opportunities from the Cavaliers. Need to keep the Leo players out of the paint there, keeping them from getting those easy looks.
Grant Johnson and Jackson Keller check in for the Lions.
And Jackson Keller brings another physical presence here for Leo.
Reed Hayes looking for something to do up top. Fakes the pass to Luka Kingira, drives inside and gets fouled there by Landon Ruoff.
And Andrew, another interesting adjustment from Coach Adams, having Reed Hayes kind of orchestrate this offense a lot. He's playing the 5 for the Cavaliers and using those ball screens and using those actions. Your defender is usually not used to defending that as you're generally guarding the 5 here. He's able to get in the paint, get fouled, and get good looks here early.
Hayes comes up short on the first. And it looks like Colton Wallace is going to quickly check back into the game for Landon Ruoff. Picked up the foul on that last play.
And that's a good job. That's another thing Coach Adams emphasizes, attacking the rim with authority, not fading away. Reed Hayes did a good job there of going in as defender, creating that contact, and getting Ruoff into foul trouble early.
Drills the second free throw, so it's 7-9 Leo lead. Johnson in the corner for 3, knocks it down.
And that's good ball moving, able to get into the paint, extra pass into the corner, and he knocks it down.
Grant Johnson, a good shooter for the Lions, as there's almost a sloppy turnover as Aaron Padmillingham had that one tipped away. Hayes was wide open down low. Aaron Padmillingham did not see it, but it'll be a foul called on Leo.
And that's a good job from the Cavaliers. Despite the deflection there early, they're able to find themselves composed and take possession of the ball and draw the foul there early. They look a lot more composed than they did in the first few minutes of the Manchester game. Coach Adams has to be happy with his team, how they're playing early offensively.
Jair Sampson checks back in for Nolan Haichu. Luka Kingira trapped in the corner. And another steal there by Sampson as he'll go up for the layup and follow through, and it's 14-7 Leo lead.
With Jair Sampson is an absolute pest defensively, getting in those passing lanes, creating easy layups for his team.
2 steal and fast break layups early on in this game as Reed Hayes can't convert on the turnaround layup. And a sloppy almost turnover there for Leo, and it was.
And that's just good hustle right there. That's great defensive intensity from Aaron Padmillingham, not giving up on the play, forcing the turnover and getting an extra possession.
So, unlike we were saying earlier when we said that JP Rower was not going to be playing, we did get that information from the man himself. I approached JP before the game. I said, I want 30 points out of you tonight. And he said, well, I'm probably not even going to play. I haven't been at a lot of practices recently. And sure enough, he checks in halfway through the first quarter.
Well, when you have a player like JP Rower, it's hard to keep him on the bench when he's available, and Coach Adams opted to go with him early. Didn't get the start, but expect him to contribute here for the Cavaliers.
I would have to assume that the no start was probably a disciplinary thing.
Well, he hasn't started a lot this season anyway. He's
no,
been more of an off-the-bench guy.
That's true. He told me that he got his wisdom teeth removed recently, so he missed a couple practices for that. They'll look to try to get back on track tonight. Padmallingham driving in, spinning on Johnson, banks in the layup. Nice play from Theron Padmallingham.
It's a beautiful spin move from Theron Padmallingham. It's a great job from the Cavaliers working out of the pressure, flipping it on its head, and finding ways to capitalize.
He's doing it on offense and defense as Theron Padmallingham gets another steal and a layup.
And that's the second steal of the game for Theron Padmallingham. His energy has been absolutely contagious here for the Cavaliers as you see them zoning up here, bringing defensive intensity. You hear the crowd getting into it. It's a great start from the Cavaliers.
We've seen steals from both Padmallingham brothers to open up this game. Nearly another one there. Sampson inside, kicks it out. Wallace for three. Can't get it to go. And J.P. Rower could not come down to the rebound, but it's off of Grant Johnson, and it'll be Cavalier basketball.
Boy, Andrew, the Cavaliers really need to catch the ball on the defensive rebounds. That's the second time in this game, not paying for it this time, but
missed opportunity for Leo there. J.P. Rower couldn't secure the rebound. Should have been an easy layup, but they kind of had two guys fighting for the ball, and it eventually rolled out of bounds.
It's absolutely imperative. When you have the rebound, you need to secure the ball before doing anything else. Cavaliers getting ahead of themselves a little bit there and not possessing the ball well enough.
Julian Justice checks in for the ball game, and almost a turnover there for the Cavaliers on the inbound. So they'll switch it, and Aaron Padmallingham will take this one out. Julian Justice wide open down court, and Leo gets back defensively. Inside down to J.P. Rower, and that goes off his foot, and it'll be another Cavalier turnover.
That's another turnover for the Cavaliers. They need to watch and cut down on these turnovers. It plagued them all year, but they're going to need to take care of the ball if they want a chance.
Turnovers have been an issue thus far in this game, but the Cavs are hanging with Leo so far. Only a 4-point deficit with 1:45 to go here in this first quarter.
And into this 2-3 zone defense from the Cavaliers is giving Leo a little bit of fit here. Let's see how they can work out of it.
Good defensive hustle for Canterbury. Trying to get something going inside. Johnson tries to get it down low to Ruoff, and he turns it over again. And Rower gets fouled there as Jair Sampson tried to steal that.
And Andrew, just like Coach Adams has been emphasizing, the Cavaliers creating turnovers of their own, flipping it into offense there. It's a great job collapsing there on Grant Johnson in the middle of the paint, forcing that turnover and going the other way.
J.P. Rower down on the right baseline, kicks it back to Julian Justice up top. Rower driving in, gets mobbed. Julian Justice in the right corner for three, off the back iron. Rower rebounds, can't get it to go. And Leo will look to push on the 2-on-1 as Jair Sampson tried to get a little too cute there. He couldn't get the reverse layup to go. Not sure.
A little too casual on that one for him.
Not sure what the play was there, but
yeah. Well, you had an open man running with you. Decides to take it for himself. Got a little too casual there, and he's going to pay for it. As the Cavaliers go the other way, and Alden will go to the line.
So Alden Greider will shoot 2 free throws. Canterbury trails by 4. They're in the bonus. So a better than expected start here for Canterbury than what we would have thought.
Yeah, a great start for Canterbury. A lot of Coach Adams' concerns have really been alleviated in this first quarter. Cavaliers are being very aggressive, attacking the rim, able to find themselves in the bonus here with 44 seconds left in the first quarter as Ben Collins comes into the game.
Ben Harden.
Oh, sorry, Ben Harden. Sorry, I know of Ben Collins. Ben Harden.
Ben Harden.
I feel like I said,
there is a Nicholas Collins on the team.
Yeah, Ben Harden. I think I said that earlier in the broadcast.
I think you did too. I didn't correct you at the time.
Sorry, everyone. Ben Harden trying to build on his 11-point performance.
Sharpshooting freshman.
And Coach Adams called Ben Harden the best shooter on the team, flat out.
That's a strong compliment from Coach Adams, especially for a freshman.
And it really will be about for Ben Harden whether he can stay on the floor defensively. Cavaliers going to a 2-3 zone here. Can they kind of make up for his deficiencies defensively to keep him on the floor because he is prolific from the three-point line?
2-point game. Leo out of bounds. Inbound on the baseline.
And see if Leo here, they haven't been very patient working against this zone, haven't been getting very good looks, forcing turnovers. Let's see if they can stay patient here and find a good shot.
Leo almost certainly looking for the last shot. Maybe not, as Ruoff's wide open inside. 4 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And Grider traveled.
Yeah, a little happy feet there from Alden Grider. You gotta dribble the ball before your feet get going there. That's a common issue the Cavaliers have. It's a common issue in basketball in general. Gets a little excited there with the full court pressure from Leo, and Leo will get a second opportunity here.
And especially with the clock winding down under 5 seconds, he was rushed. And he ended up traveling. So Sampson can't get a shot off to end the quarter, and Leo leads 19-15 after quarter number 1. Christian, what are the Cavs doing right so far to hang in this game?
Well, the Cavaliers are bringing a heightened energy that we didn't see in that first half against Manchester. They've been continuing the performance they had in the second half against this Leo Lions team. Leo still looks a little bit flat like they did against Homestead. The turnover bug is hitting them. Cavaliers are going the other way, capitalizing. Theron Padmeling has been doing a good job causing havoc defensively. And Cavaliers are overall taking advantage of it, and they're being aggressive. And that's really what Coach Adams has been emphasizing. It's very encouraging to see the Cavaliers improving on what Coach Adams' concerns were before this game. It shows a lot of growth and a lot of intelligence from this team.
See if they can keep it up. We've seen a couple times this year the Cavaliers will get off to a hot start, and then they'll kind of go into this cold spell or slump. And then we've seen other times where they've started off slow and kind of gotten hot. So a little bit of streakiness here and there, but you'd like to see them play this consistent throughout the entire game.
Yeah, you'd like to see some consistency from the Cavaliers offensively as well, but also defensively. They started off the game a little flat defensively, started out in that man defense. Leo was taking advantage. They went to that 2-3 zone. It's seeming to give Leo fits. We'll see if they stick with it here, and we'll see how Leo reacts to it. That last play of the second quarter, Colton Wallace was able to dish it off to the cutting Ruoff, and that was a beautiful play to recognize the open cut from the corner. Great awareness to cut from the corner and get open on that last possession. We'll see if Leo can adjust to this. Well, it's man-to-man defense here, so throw everything out. We'll see if the Cavaliers can adjust.
Coach Adams deciding not to go back into zone here to start the second quarter. Heitrud trying to back down JP Rower. Drives in, kicks it out. Solomon Richard outside for three. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound.
And the Cavaliers are going to need to be in help here and find these drivers who are going to try to get in the teeth of defense and finish.
Missed rebound, or missed shot there from Keller. Rebounded by the Cavaliers. Leo bringing the pressure defensively. That one's stolen there by Heichu.
Heichu read that one like a book. Saw Ben Harden coming off the flare screen there. Came in the passing lane, and he went the other way.
Blocking foul called there on Aaron Padmelingham. He seems to disagree with the call. So Heichu will go to the line for two shots. 7:01 to go here in quarter number 2.
And Aaron didn't think it should have been a shooting foul there either.
So Heichu knocks down the first. Colton Wallace is going to check in for Nolan Ruoff.
Grant Johnson will come in.
And yes, Grant Johnson will check in as well.
Grant Johnson hit 2 threes early in this game. Now that Canterbury is playing a man-to-man defense, we'll see if they can get into the paint. And if Canterbury can't find shooters, he will be absolutely terrorizing them from deep.
Ben Harden fouled there by Heichu up top.
You see Ben Harden on that play. He's giving up a lot of size to the defender there, but good composure from him to draw that foul and keep possession of the ball through a bigger defender.
Nolan Heichu listed at 6'3", feels taller than that. You see him standing next to Julian Justice. who is listed at 6'7".
I think we were a little generous in that, listing.
I think they might have been a little, I don't know, he might be 6. I think Julian Justice's listing is very generous.
But Julian Justice isn't as filled out as Heitschuh is either.
That's true.
I was always mad they didn't list me at 6 foot when I was 5'11".
Well, I was probably 5'7" my freshman year, and I think I was listed at 5'11", so that was very generous.
Yeah, where was my boost?
I'm still not 5'11".
boost?
But Leo misses another layup as Ben Harden turns that one over. And nearly stolen again. That one will go out of bounds off of Aaron Padmalingam. And
that's
Leo
another good job of
possession.
Aaron Padmalingam being aggressive and finding those loose balls and turnovers. Even though they won't get the ball back, that's good defensive energy there from him to cause that loose ball. And conversely, Ben Collins trying to do a little too much on that possession, dribbles into 2 defenders, doesn't get to 2 feet. Would like to see him spot up more, and I don't think creating is really his role yet.
Yeah, you'd like to see him get open threes. I mean, if Coach Adams says he's the best shooter on the team, you want to try to get him looks. But this Leo defense has been pretty stout so far, as a bad turnover there from Sean Luca Kingira leads to a Nolan Heitschuh layup attempt, and he's fouled, but he missed the shot, so he'll go to the line for 2 more free throws. So Leo getting to the line a lot here in the second quarter.
Well, they're getting out in transition. They're doing a good job of capitalizing off those turnovers that they're creating, getting out in transition and finding those layups and drawing fouls, and that's exactly what Coach Adams wants his team to do, and Leo's doing a good job of getting out in transition. Canterbury causing a lot of turnovers, but you'd like to see them get out and capitalize in transition a little bit more.
Interested to see if Coach Adams goes back into the zone here. This man in the second quarter is fine. They're holding up. It's still only a 6-point game, but it feels like Leo's getting more open looks.
Yeah, they are getting a lot of open looks, but it's mostly been in transition. You haven't really seen Canterbury really even be able to set up their defense. Your first step is getting back, finding your man, and getting set up, and the Cavaliers really haven't been able to do that yet. So that's the next step, is taking care of the ball offensively and getting back, getting good shots offensively, which will set you up on defense. And because playing in the half court is definitely where Canterbury wants to be defensively, because they're simply a little physically and athletically outmatched by this Leo team. Heitschuh, I think this is his 3rd trip to the line. He's really been living at the line here. He's been very aggressive attacking the rim.
So Nolan Heitschuh hits the first of 2.
And as Reed Hayes has checked back into the game in the last few minutes, we'll see if Canterbury can feature him a little bit more like they did in the beginning of the game. They put an emphasis on getting the ball in his hands and having him attack. We'll see if they feature him more offensively here on this next possession and beyond.
So Heitschuh knocks them both down. It's a 8-point game. And Leo is bringing the heat here on this press, as Alden Greider tripped up there by Colton Wallace, complaining about the foul. I'm not sure why. It was a pretty clear trip.
That's just kind of a bang-bang play. He didn't mean to trip him up in any way, but
no.
Wrong place, wrong time, tripped him up. That's a pretty clear foul, but good job by the Cavaliers of handling that pressure and getting into the half court.
Reed Hayes, nice move down low. On Solomon Richard gets it to fall, so the Cavaliers get this back to a 6-point game. Heitschuh misses the layup, rebounded by Theron Padmalingam. And Theron Padmalingam gets it to go, and it is a 4-point game.
Boy, Theron Padmalingam is just living in transition. As soon as he gets the rebound, he's seeing red, getting out in transition, and trying to get those easy looks, and he's been cashing in.
Bad pass there from Jair Sampson. Throws it out of bounds off of his teammate's fingertips.
And that's what Jair Sampson's been doing in this game. He's been getting into the teeth of defense, getting into the paint, trying to find open defenders, but the Cavaliers were ready that time. Reed Hayes stuck with Ruoff, and caused the turnover essentially. Good ball pressure by Alden Grider as well.
Canterbury still trying to get something going on offense. Jump ball is called there.
The Cavaliers really haven't been getting much going in the half court. They've been doing a good job of finding transition looks, but they're a little confused by this. It's a little interesting matchup zone sort of look from Leo. It's a little confusing even for me to look at here. And the Cavaliers are
being told that we had some technical difficulties here. Not sure what they were, but looks like we're back and running. Sean-Luca Kingira spins and gets fouled inside, much to the chagrin of the Leo coach. I can't say I really saw the foul there either, but, you know, I'm not going to complain. Nice pass inside. Alden Grider couldn't get the layup to fall. And a travel, so sloppy sequence of events there by both teams. Canterbury will regain possession on the baseline out of bounds.
You know, not really a sloppy sequence of events for Canterbury there. Good job by Alden Grider. Straight line cut to the rim, recognized no defender was on him, and got the open layup. He thought he was fouled, but not able to finish it.
Sean-Luca Kingira putting the moves down there on Solomon Richard, but he gets that one blocked.
And that's just not the shot you want from Sean-Luca Kingira. That's kind of throwing up a prayer there when you got to be a little more patient.
Richard on the wing for three, can't knock it down.
And that's a good job boxing out there from Sean-Luca Kingira, forcing the foul on Hitshoe there, Heitshoe. And that's exactly what you want to see. Being out-rebounded by 11 in the last game, that intensity on the defensive rebound, that's what he's brought all season, and he did it once again there, causing the over-the-back foul.
Timeout called by Coach Adams. Looks like he's drawing up a play down there.
Roll call. If you're here pulling for the Leo Lions, make some noise. And if you're here pulling for your Cavs, make some noise. Cavs fans, please remember to come back on Saturday for a doubleheader. The girls varsity takes on Christian at 4 p.m. and the boys will take on.
Read off an ad real quick. This Cavaliers Sports Network broadcast is sponsored by Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group. Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group is the largest real estate company in the Midwest with over 1,600 realtors in 70 markets across Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Michigan. Right here in Fort Wayne, please visit ColdwellHomes.com to find over 200 realtors in one of 3 convenient Fort Wayne locations. Thinking about buying, selling, or building a home? Use the professionals of Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group. Back to live action here off of that timeout. Cavs trail by 4 with 3 minutes and 53 seconds to go here in half number 1. Theron Pad Malingam up top for 3, knocks it down. So a great first half here for Theron Pad Malingam, and the Cavs trail by 1 point.
Yeah, he's really filling it up from all areas of the game here, able to knock down that 3 there, getting into the paint. He's really been a 3-level scorer here for the Cavaliers.
Nearly another steal there, and there it is. Alden Grider on the breakaway, can't get it to fall, but he gets fouled, so he'll go to the line for 2.
And Andrew, this has really been a defensive clinic from the Pad Malingam brothers. Both brothers have been just causing havoc defensively, causing turnovers in the half court and the full court. They've been doing it all here, and Aaron Pad Malingam looks a little shaken up from that collision he had with Richard there, but Alden Grider was the benefactor, and he was able to get out in transition and get fouled and go to the line as the Cavaliers tied it up here.
Looked over to Coach Adams, gave him the thumbs up, but still going to get subbed out here, and Noah Hayes will check in for Canterbury.
Well, I was shocked that was not a foul there defensively. I would not be happy if I was a Leo coach there. A lot of contact there, but that was deemed just a basketball play there. Just contact, loose ball contact, and letting them play here.
Letting them play. Greider misses the potential go-ahead free throw. But this game is tied here for the first time since early on in the ball game, 23-23.
And it's interesting, Canterbury kind of flipping the script here, adding a lot of full court pressure, causing a lot of havoc in the full court defensively, and Leo able to draw the foul on Luke Kingera there, but Canterbury doing a good job in the full court, making it difficult on Leo. Canterbury back to their 2-3 zone here.
Crowd getting into it. Leo struggling to find something, and they're going to call a foul on Canterbury on Noah Hayes.
But that's good patience working out of that 2-3 zone. Able to find Sampson in the short corner there. He gets fouled, and that's just good patience there. Leo was forcing it earlier in the game, passed it around the perimeter a few times, and able to draw the foul.
Heitschuh on the spin, gets that one to go and one. So nice move and finish there by Nolan Heitschuh.
That's a good job by Heitschuh. Canterbury going back to the man-to-man defense, able to take advantage of the one-on-one matchup there, spinning and finishing through the double team.
For Leo, number 3, Nolan Heitschuh.
Heitschuh can't convert the free throw. Solomon Richards misses it. Tipped around, back into the arms of Ruoff, and he can't get that one to go, but he's fouled again. So poor rebounding on this possession by the Cavaliers.
Yeah, very poor rebounding. The Cavaliers were doing a good job keeping the Lions off the glass for a while, but multiple offensive rebounds on this possession, and an offensive rebound off of a free throw is something you just absolutely cannot have.
Yeah, this has been a long first half. A lot of trips to the free throws for both teams.
A very physical game. Canterbury's doing a good job matching Leo's physicality, but Leo ultimately winning the battle of attrition right now, finding offensive rebounds and getting to the glass and drawing fouls.
Tight battle here in this first half. Leo leads by 3. Canterbury going to try to answer. Hayes drives in, down low to his brother, Noah Hayes, and he gets the layup to go.
And that's what we're seeing once again. Reed Hayes orchestrating this offense from the top of the key. You don't see that very often, drawing the double team and dumping it down to his brother for the open layup.
Stolen there by Reed Hayes. Euro step, and he gets mugged there by Nolan Ruoff. Sorry, that's Landon Ruoff.
Certainly a lot of contact on that play.
A lot of contact.
But like we've seen, they're letting a lot of things go here.
So the ball will end up back in Canterbury's favor. Greider drives in on the floater, can't get it to go. Aaron Padmalingham misses the follow in a not so smart foul there by Aaron Padmalingham.
Yeah, a little overzealous there from Aaron Padmalingham. You kind of get the aggression. He's been successful in his aggression in the full court earlier in this game, but you got to know with 5 fouls, you don't want to send Ruoff to the line, as he's going to get 2 free throws here. But the Cavaliers really, Andrew, have certainly found something offensively, using Reed Hayes as kind of the orchestrator of the offense in the half court. And they've been going to it and stretching the defense out. He's been doing such a good job of facilitating and finding his own shots.
Yeah, absolutely. Ruoff comes up short there on the free throw. What they call a lane violation?
Yeah, Ruoff could tell it was short, and he stepped into the lane a little bit too soon, as he knew it was going to be short.
So under 2 minutes to go here. Rower brings it up for the Cavaliers. Alden Greider drives in, kicks it back under to Noah Hayes again, and he gets his second layup.
Andrew, that is just so beautiful.
That was
Alden
beautiful.
Greider working out of the double screen there, the Iverson action, able to get downhill, draw multiple defenders, and find the open Noah Hayes.
We've got a tie ball game yet again. Solomon Richards, nice bucket there.
That's a good job of him getting to 2 feet in the lane there and drawing Noah Hayes off his feet and able to get the shot over both defenders.
JP Rower's fouled there by Richards, kind of dove under his legs.
And Richards has had multiple times this game where he's caused loose balls, but in the process he's fouled his opponent, fouls Rower there, and he'll go to the line as Cavaliers are in the bonus. And we'll see if that last possession can get Solomon Richard going. He's been very quiet in this game, a little uncharacteristic. Last game they've been calling his name early, a lot of times this season, but very quiet here tonight.
Yeah, we were talking about him before the game. Thought he was going to be one of the key players on their offense. It's really looking like Nolan Heitschuh has been the highlight of this Lion offense.
Yeah, Andrew, he's been giving me nightmares since 3rd grade AAU.
Has he always been that tall?
Yeah, he was always taller. I had to guard him a few times. He kind of cooked me, I'm not going to lie. But yeah.
Leo taking their time here with under 40 seconds to go. Pass nearly stolen away. I'm not sure how that didn't end up going out of bounds. 25 seconds to go in half number 1. Leo leads by 2. Crowd's starting to get into it. 10 seconds to go. Heitschuh drives in, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Jair Sampson. That was an incredible turnaround jumper there. Almost at the buzzer. Wow.
Just a circus shot from Sampson. I don't think he knew he had as much time on the clock. Just turned around 180, found the rim, and able to get it to go to end the half for Leo. Good job of Leo running down that clock, staying patient. It's been a really sloppy game from both sides turning it over and being sped up, and Leo does a good job on that possession to stay patient, work the clock down. Original missed shot from Heitschuh, but good resilience from the Leo team to get that offensive rebound and finish.
Absolutely. Leo leads by 4. We will be back with you before the second half begins. You're watching Canterbury versus Leo on the Cavaliers Sports Network. Welcome back from half, everyone. Leo versus Canterbury. Leo leads 31-27. Christian, what are some of your keys to the second half?
Well, Andrew, essentially they need to continue what they're doing. They brought great energy in this game. They've matched up with Leo physically. They just need to rebound a little bit better in the second half. They need to limit those turnovers, continue to force those turnovers from Leo, but they've been a little sloppy at times. When they play in the half court, they've been capitalizing, but a lot of times they've just not even gotten a shot because they've been a little sloppy, and they definitely need to slow down Nola Heitschuh. He's been really, really prolific in that first half. He scored at will at times. He was getting into the paint. The help defense was there. He was just finishing over them. They need to keep him out of the paint and check him defensively.
Yeah, he was definitely a problem there on offense for the Cavaliers. Had a lot of layup opportunities. Got fouled a couple times, made a couple three-point plays. But the Cavs are hanging with Leo so far.
Yeah, Andrew, they really are. 31-27. It was tied up there, 25-25 late in the second quarter. The Cavaliers just need to continue to do a good job of just keeping this energy up, matching Leo physically. They've not been outmatched physically like we thought they would have been, and they're just doing a very good job of just bringing more energy than this Leo team. They're causing turnovers. They're getting into the paint. They're attacking. We'll look to see Reed Hayes continue to be utilized by Coach Adams in that half-court offense, dribbling up on the perimeter, dishing, getting ball screens. He's really been doing a good job. Leo has not had an answer for him, so look for him to get the ball multiple times to start out this second half. It'll be interesting to see if they go to him and what the Cavaliers employ here offensively. And also defensively, we'll see what we see. Will we see a man-to-man defense, a 2-3 zone? The Cavaliers have been using both. Looks like they're coming out in a man-to-man defense here, but they're going to need to stop Heitschuh in this half court. Whenever Canterbury's gone to man, they've been giving the ball to Heitschuh, getting out of the way, and he's just been attacking them at will.
So Leo opens up the half with the ball. Oh, nice hands there by Reed Hayes. Kind of had a ball thrown right in his face. On the other end, back out to Aaron Padmalingham, and the Cavaliers will reset.
That was a good job. Good help defense there by Canterbury. Reed Hayes able to get in 2 feet out of the paint, stop the defender, stop the offensive player there, and cause a deflection and go the other way.
Hayes backing down. Richards can't get it to go. Rebounded by Leo.
Well, just like we said, the Cavaliers went straight to Reed Hayes. Good post move, able to get to his left shoulder there. The little baby hook was just a little short.
Sampson can't get it to go, and a foul is called there as Landon Ruoff was the one who got fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
That's a good job by Ruoff attacking the glass there. He's just the right place, right time. Ball goes straight to him, puts it right back up, and he's fouled. And he'll go to the line for 2. No one to box him out on that possession either. Coach Adams frustrated on the bench. Leo's certainly been winning the rebounding battle, especially the offensive rebound battle. It's been one and done for Canterbury, but Leo's been feasting on the offensive glass. Canterbury needs to keep them off the glass and keep them to one opportunity.
Padmalingham tries to dump it down low to Aaron Padmalingham, and he can't recover it. Stolen away by Leo.
That's just another example of the Cavaliers trying to force it offensively. That's a good idea, seeing Aaron Padmalingham cutting baseline, but Leo was there. That pass was not there on the baseline, and that's another bad turnover there for the Cavaliers.
Richards for 3, no good. Rebounded by Canterbury.
Good box out there by Reed Hayes. Able to clear his defender out of the paint. Left it open for Aaron Padmalingham to swoop in for the rebound. And Andrew, I like that action once again right there. Leo's denying the ball from Alden Grider, cutting across the lane. Canterbury counters it with a ball screen for Aaron Padmallingham. He's able to draw the foul, and Cavaliers will have it on the side out of bounds.
Tipped ball there by Leo. I think Cavaliers will retain possession. So almost another turnover here to open up the second half by the Cavalier offense.
Yeah, these out-of-bounds plays for Canterbury have kind of been it's kind of been trouble for them at times. They've had a lot of turnovers, more turnovers than you would expect, and unclean inbounds. Theron Padmallingham frustrated with himself there as Leo's able to tip it out of bounds once again. Canterbury's going to need to limit their turnovers in all facets of the game, but one thing you can cut out pretty easily is these inbound plays where you have to get the ball and set up your defense, or set up your offense, excuse me.
Sean Luga-Kingera driving in, back down to Reed Hayes, who goes up. No foul is called, rebounded by Ruoff.
Once again, good aggression there by Reed Hayes.
Haichu on the scoop layup. And the lead is stretched now to 8 for Leo. So early run here, start this second half for the Lions.
They've kind of been shutting the water off early here offensively for Canterbury. Canterbury nothing really going here, and Leo capitalizing in transition.
Theron Padmallingham misses long on the three-pointer there, so the Cavaliers have yet to score here in this second half.
And that's just not the shot you want. That's a little settle there from Theron Padmallingham. Shooting that long-distance three is a shot you can get all game. You want to get into the teeth of defense like they were all first half, getting those layup opportunities and opportunities to go to the line.
Foul called against Canterbury, number 2, Sean.
So Sampson got fouled there. Sorry, that's Richards got fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
And Andrew, this is a really crucial time for the Cavaliers. You can kind of feel the momentum swaying Leo's way. They've really come out and blitzed the Cavaliers early in this second half. Canterbury needs to get their composure about them, get something going offensively, and also they need to cut down on these silly fouls in the paint.
And Richards knocks down the second of the 2. So the lead is now stretched to 9 with 5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Theron Padmallingham, another maybe not so ideal shot there on the baseline jumper, misses that one.
Yeah, and I think you're going to see him go to the bench here. That's just a shot you can get all game. That contested mid-range jumper there is not what you want.
Grant Johnson missed the 3. Alden Grider out ahead, got fouled there.
And that is exactly what you want. A good job by Alden Grider, able to grab the rebound and get out in transition and draw a foul there. Coach Adams implores his players to put pressure on the rim, get downhill like he did there, get out in transition, create offense from your defense like Alden Grider did there, and he's able to get to the line for 2.
Grider misses the first free throw. Julian Justice will, in fact, check in for Theron Padmallingham. And Coach Adams is going to talk to him about something real quick. We got to imagine it might be the shot selection.
Yeah, we can guess that pretty easily. Coach Adams was visibly frustrated with the shots he's been taking. Those shots are shots you can get all game, and you want to put pressure on the rim as much as you can and value your possessions here, because a lot of coaches say a bad shot is like a turnover, and you're kind of seeing that here. Leo able to get momentum from these from the settles from Canterbury.
Travel called there on Colton Wallace. So another turnover for Leo.
And you can just tell as Coach Adam calls a timeout right here, it kind of feels like Canterbury's come out flat in the second half. There's not a lot of energy. They caused a turnover in that possession, but overall it's not been a lot. Even on that possession, the rotations were late. There was not great help. Luckily, they forced a travel from Colton Wallace, but you can't be happy with how the Cavaliers have come out in this second half. We're almost 4 minutes in. Cavaliers have generated nothing offensively. They haven't really gotten good shots except for Alden Grider, able to get to the line. Missed both free throws, unfortunately, but you want to see him getting downhill. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Adams is drawing up a play for Reed Hayes to try to get something going towards the rim. It's really been working, getting him the ball at the top of the key, him trying to kind of be the straw that stirs the drink here as the 5, trying to get into the paint and create offensively.
Christian, I mentioned that earlier in the game. We've kind of seen this Cavalier offense do this in the past. They'll start off strong, and they'll just all of a sudden go cold, or they'll go cold in the second half after halftime, or it'll be the opposite. So I'd like to see them turn that around, but that has been a theme so far here in this season from what we've seen. Nearly another turnover there. Alden Greider on the pull-up jumper got that one to go.
And that's another playmaker. You want the ball to be in the hands of Alden Greider, able to get the ball on the wing, able to find that open mid-range jumper, and it's pure from him.
Haitshu from downtown misses, and it'll be turned over there by Leo.
Returning for the Lions, number 5, Solomon Richard.
The Cavaliers here down 7 points, but with the ball here, can they keep generating good looks? The more good looks you generate, the more you're going to be rewarded. Those open mid-range jumpers, open three-point jumpers, those layups. Coach Adams says a layup is the best shot, open three-pointer, then a contested layup. Those are the priority shots. We'll see if the Cavaliers can get one of those 3.
So another foul called on Leo. It'll be baseline out of bounds for the Canterbury offense. Aaron Padmalingam will inbound. Padmalingam inside, trying to back down Richards. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound by Julian Justice. Greider drives in. Fouled there finally after several Cavalier attempts. We'll finally get a chance to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
And this is what Coach Adams wants from his junior in Alden Greider. He wants to see him getting into the paint, drawing fouls. He's very strong. He knows how to use his body, and he's been doing just that. He's getting into the paint, getting to the line, and the more you can get to the line, it's free points, and you can take advantage of those, and Alden Greider's doing a very good job. You want to see him step up. He's been setting a lot. I know that's to Coach Adams' displeasure. He wants Alden Greider to get downhill, create for himself and others.
See a couple more subs here. JP Rower will check in.
Interesting, Canterbury going with kind of a full court man-to-man pressure here, trying to continue the pressure that they were able to put on in that first half and just kind of speed up this Leo team as they're trailing by 5.
Wallace inside to Haitshu. He was wide open that time.
That's a great dish by Wallace, able to get his defender up in the air, draw 2 defenders, able to keep his composure while he's already into the air. Not really recommended by a lot of coaches, but he's able to find the open Haitshu there.
So Haitshu's been giving the Cavalier defense problems all night, and Aaron Padmalingam and 1. So a chance to cut this to a 4-point game.
And Andrew, Aaron Padmalingam and the Cavaliers have really responded to what Coach Adams said in that timeout. You can imagine he was telling them to generate better looks at the rim, and he's been getting downhill, getting to the rim, trying to draw contact. He drew contact on his first drive to the rim, just wasn't able to generate a foul. Generates one there, and injecting more life into this Cavalier team.
Haitshu down low again. Can't convert that time. Rebounded by Aaron Padmalingam. Cavs trail by 5 with 2:15 to go, and Alden Greider palmed that one.
Yeah, got a little ahead of himself there, lost his handle there, but you still like the aggression. You love Alden Greider trying to get out in transition, trying to get those easy looks, especially when you're trailing by 5 points. Getting out in transition is certainly what you want to do to try to cut into this lead.
Haitshu again down inside, throws that one away, looking for Richards.
And that's good pressure on Haitshu. He tries to split the 2 defenders, 3 players collapse on him, and he throws the errant pass out of bounds.
So Leo keeps giving Canterbury life. A sloppy inbound pass there. Takes out 2 Leo defenders. So advantage Cavaliers. Hayes inside. No, almost gets that one stolen away. Gets it back out. Aaron Pad Mallingham for 3. Air balls. Rebounded by J.P. Rower. Puts it back up and in.
That's a great job. Right place, right time for J.P. Rower. Able to find his way on the offensive glass there.
And just like that, Ruoff answers with a layup of his own. So it's still a 5-point game.
And if you're Canterbury, that's inexcusable. You have to get back off a made shot. You cannot allow transition looks from Leo.
Hayes spins inside. Nice reverse left-handed layup there. Not quite a reverse layup, but beautiful spin move by Reed Hayes. He's been on fire tonight down low.
Once again, working out of the top of the key, orchestrating the offense, looked for a few backdoor cuts, able to take it for himself, find the spin move away from the defender, and finish. With the offhand, I might mention.
Off balance, off hand. Reed Hayes will check out of the game, and Theron Pad Mallingham will check back in with 1 minute and 5 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
And once again, since that timeout, Canterbury has not taken a jump shot.
That is correct. They have not. Richards drove in that time and got fouled. Didn't land the shot, so he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, it looked like he had like a sort of a flat tire there. He goes up and just lost his balance from under him, but able to get to the line here. Good job of him. He faked the handoff, faked out Julian Justice, able to get a clean look at the rim there.
For Leo, number 13, Trevin Craig, and returning for your Cavs, number 2.
Andrew, I'll continue to reiterate it. The way that the Cavaliers, they're still down by 4, probably 5 after this free throw, but the way they've responded after that timeout from Coach Adams, they've been getting great looks at the rim. We'll see if they can do it here.
A little confused what happened there. I think it was a Canterbury turnover.
It's going to be a offensive foul on Alden Grider. Height shoe pulled a Jose Alvarado there, came behind his back and knocked the ball away. Alden Grider tried to shove him off there. That's just a great hustle play from Height shoe.
Coach Adams visibly upset on the sideline. And did they just call a technical? Or no?
They did call a technical foul on Coach Adams. Looks like Leo's going to go to the line. I think Heitschuh will take this technical free throw, but Coach Adams clearly not happy with the call on the floor from the referees. He's been a little unhappy with some of the other calls as well. Gets a technical there. Let's see if this can inject some life into the Canterbury roster. You know,
kind of light a fire under their tails.
Exactly. When your coach gets a technical foul, it can often be sort of a message to your players. Some coaches get them intentionally.
I mean, that was a pretty mild technical foul. I mean, he wasn't, going anything crazy or anything. Like Shane Beamer in the whatever bowl game that was.
Yeah, this wasn't a Bob Knight-esque technical foul. I personally would disagree with it. I think Coach Adams was just.
Yeah, it didn't look. It didn't look that serious.
It wasn't very fiery. I disagree with that technical foul from the referee there, but it's his call. We don't know what he said, so.
Yeah, well, we don't know what he said, but Coach Adams, he's not one for much bad language or name calling or anything like that. So I really can't imagine it was that bad.
But just like we said, there's been new life in this Canterbury crowd.
Fairly soft foul called there on Jair Sampson.
Yeah, they're kind of nickel and diming them here late in this third quarter. A sharp contrast from earlier when they were letting a lot of things go both ways. Now they're nickel and diming these Cavalier defenders, and it's a little confusing, but Leo's taking advantage, getting a lot of opportunities here at the line.
Reed Hayes is going to check back in. Sampson missed the first free throw. Julian Justice will check out for the Cavaliers.
Well, we knew Reed Hayes wouldn't sit on the bench for very long. He's been absolutely crucial to this Canterbury offense, and look for Canterbury to continue to feature him heavily.
Sampson misses them both, rebounded by Reed Hayes. Down by 6, about 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. A steal there by Sampson. JP Rower able to get back. He misses the layup, but they'll call a blocking foul.
I think that's the right call from the ref there. I don't think JP was set in time.
No.
But that's, once again, Sampson. We've been calling his name all night defensively. He's been really giving good pressure to these Canterbury guards and picked the pocket of Rower there and able to get out in transition and get to the line.
Returning for Canterbury, number 11, Ben
So
Harden.
the freshman sharpshooter Ben Harden will check back in, although we'll get a timeout here.
And Andrew, Ben Harden coming into the game. We said Canterbury hasn't shot in any jump shots since Coach Adams called that timeout. That might change as he is a very, very good three-point shooter, and we'll see if he can stretch this defense out and potentially help the spacing for Canterbury.
Cavaliers have not shot many threes or made many threes tonight. I believe they only have one. But we will read off another advertisement. This one is brought to you by Fort Wayne Endodontics. Experiencing tooth pain or sensitivity? The skilled endodontics at Fort Wayne Endodontics specialize in saving teeth through root canal treatments and advanced procedures. Don't hesitate and schedule your consultation today and keep your natural teeth for a lifetime. Visit us on Illinois Road.
And this broadcast is also brought to you by Big League Barbers. Our shop is a place for you to come, relax, be comfortable, and enjoy the best customer service in town. The Big League standard service includes a haircut, shampoo, and hot towel facial treatment, and a shoulder massage. Stop by our Fort Wayne location on West Jefferson Boulevard, or make an appointment online at bigleaguefw.com.
Christian, I gotta say, I really like these whatever pullover sweatshirt things the Leo coaches were wearing.
Oh yeah,
I think those are pretty sweet.
kind of a little like retro look in a
but
way.
it's like a zip. I don't know. It's cool. I kind of wish Canterbury had something like that.
And Andrew Sampson finally cashes in on the free throw there, but Leo's really left a lot of points on the board in this third quarter from the line. They've not been very efficient. In the first half, they knocked down almost all their attempts, and they really were able to balloon their lead at one point, but not able to capitalize as much as they would have wanted.
Ben Harden for three, as we were saying.
Ben Harden's really coming into his own here, able to knock down that three, cut the lead to 4, and he's exactly what the Cavaliers needed.
3 seconds to go. Heitschuh drives in. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Reed Hayes, and we will go to the fourth. Cavs down by 4. This is a thrilling matchup so far.
My goodness, Ben Harden has an absolute flamethrower from deep with a hand in his face, able to knock it down, cut it to 4 points, and that really is his shot. He is just so effective. Look for him to get a few more looks in this fourth quarter to try to cut into this lead further.
Got to hope that that's a spark of momentum for the Cavaliers. We thought that the Coach Adams technical would maybe light a fire in them, and they did. They came back. They cut the lead to 4, but that Ben Harden three really should shift the momentum here, I would hope.
Yeah, and that's a credit to Coach Adams. Your team's not shooting very well tonight. You bring in Ben Harden off the bench, haven't even attempted a jump shot. As soon as he comes in, the first offensive play, they're able to find him. Run. They ran a play directly for him, able to get him a screen to try to get him open. He pulls up and he sticks it. And it looks like he's going back to the bench here. I'm not sure.
Not either.
He wasn't sitting down in the huddle. I think he'll go back to the bench. He just injected a little life, and now he'll go sit down on the bench. That's a good substitution there because you don't really want to see him on the floor defensively. He's still not ready physically, and that's what Coach Adams spoke to, trying to feature him more in the offense, but also being conscious that he is, at this point, a liability defensively. So getting him on the court for an offensive position. Wouldn't be surprised if we see him subbed in one more time in this fourth quarter to try to knock down a jumper.
Fourth quarter underway. Canterbury can't find anything right away. Down low inside. Luca Kingira trying to spin on Jackson Keller here with a little bit of a dream shake. And Sean Luca Kingira with a beautiful move gets the N1 to fall.
Oh my goodness, what a step through from Sean Luca Kingira. Great body control, able to use his pivot foot, uses the shot fake, steps through, and finishes through the contact. Sean Luca Kingira this year is an absolute, he's been transformed over the offseason and really doing a good job of contributing to this Canterbury team.
Knocks down the three, so a high-level play by Sean Luca Kingira. Cavs don't get back.
And you can just feel the energy in this gym. The Canterbury students have come to life.
1 point game. Ruoff inside, fouled by Theron Padmalingam, but the layup doesn't fall.
Boy, I'm surprised Ruoff. He's angry at himself for not finishing off that layup there. I don't think he's the best free throw shooter, so Canterbury kind of bailed out there as he's going to the line.
Ruoff makes the first.
Well, just as I said that, the announcer Jinx from the Cavalier Sports Network is alive.
It is alive. Alive and well. Student section making noise for the first time all night. Doesn't work as...
Well, give them credit. They were making noise
credit.
on those last
There's
few
not
possessions.
many of them.
And they've really been injecting life into this Canterbury team the last few possessions.
Ryder gets... I think he got fouled.
He did. He got fouled.
Okay.
Heitschuh was on his tail the whole possession there, doing a good job of adding pressure, but Alden Greider, conversely, doing a good job of handling it and not letting it phase him. Able to draw that foul from Heitschuh. We'll see if they can get him going offensively. Leo having clearly some added pressure. Wow, getting a little chippy between Aaron Padmalingam as well.
Greider goes up on the second chance and gets fouled, so he'll go to the line to try to cut this lead back to one.
And that's a good job once again by Alden Greider. He's been doing a great job of it all game. He's getting downhill, getting to the rim, drawing that contact and sticking with it right there, getting his own rebound and putting it back up and going to the line.
Free throw is good from Alden Greider.
And Andrew, we have a little battle between the student sections here. Leo's brought 7 strong students here. They're trying to, Canterbury doesn't have very many of their own. And
one of them with a very copyrighted sweatshirt on.
Yeah, and
the Barstool Leo sweatshirt is definitely copyrighted. Nearly a turnover there. Oh, and a charge there on Heitschuh as Sean Luca Kingira gets in front and gets the feet set. 2 big-time plays here, both on offense and defense from number 2.
And Sean Luca Kingira really leaving his fingerprints on this game, stepping in there defensively. He did a great job of being in help position there, forcing the pass to his own guy he was guarding, and then moved his feet to get in front of the defender and cause the charge. And the Cavaliers will go the other way, down 1. That is just a textbook defensive play from Sean Luca Kingira there. You could not write it better yourself.
Sean Luca Kingira making it happen on both ends of the floor.
And we'll see who the Cavaliers go to here. Wouldn't be surprised if Cavaliers go back to the well. Alden Greider's been doing a good job of getting downhill offensively. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's featured here, if they get the ball to him on the wing and just try to get it to him, get out of the way, let him get downhill, try to draw some contact, get back to the line. Cavaliers have only drawn 1 foul in this quarter, although only 1:15 has passed by. But Cavaliers need to continue to be aggressive offensively, and Alden Greider has been doing a great job all game. Wouldn't be surprised if they feature him very heavily in this fourth quarter.
One-point game with 6:42 remaining.
It looks like Leo's going for a zone look here, coming out in this 2-3 matchup zone. Canterbury doing a good job being aware of it here, but that foul's on the floor to the chagrin of the Cavalier crowd. Or it looks like he'll go to the line as Cavaliers are now in the bonus. I spoke wrong earlier in this broadcast. Leo's committed 5 fouls, 4 fouls before, but they've committed their 5th foul there only a minute and a half into this quarter. And that's huge for Canterbury. They'll be shooting free throws the whole way.
Took my headset off for a second. I was trying to hear what Leo's coach was screaming about. I couldn't really make out what the words were, but very angry down there on the sidelines.
Well, right out of the timeout there, you go out in a zone trying to shut down the Cavaliers. You get a little nickel-dime foul there and gives more life to this Canterbury team as they've tied it up.
Wallace, a little out of control inside, and they call a foul there. Very out of control. That play was going nowhere, but a foul is called, and Leo is bailed out.
Yeah, that was certainly a bailout on Leo. Luka Kingera definitely bailed out Colton Wallace there. Very out of control. Would have liked to see him kind of pull the chair out there as he didn't have any rhyme or reason to his drive there. Canterbury's been playing good help defense. They're going to need to continue to do that here. Be in gaps and find shooters.
46-46. Leo trying to answer to Canterbury's momentum. Richards drives in. Wallace for 3. Off the back iron. Rebounded by Noah Hayes and the Cavaliers.
And that's a settle from Leo there. Luka Kingera was there right on the catch. Forced a bad shot from Wallace.
Missed 3 by Sean Luka Kingera. Leo will regain possession. Picked pocket there on Colton Wallace. Beautiful hands. I think, what was that, Noah Hayes? Or Theron Padmalingam?
Reed Hayes
Reed
his
Hayes.
pocket there and went the other way. Great job, great hands there, like you said, by Reed Hayes, able to knock it out and go the other way and get to the line. That's just been a great defensive sequence here the last few plays from the Cavaliers. Luka Kingera forced the miss from Wallace, was there right on the catch. He's been doing a great job in help defensing, especially closing out like he did on Wallace right there. Wallace missed it badly, and right there, once again, like you said, Reed Hayes does a great job of picking the pocket.
I see Trevin Cray, number 13, check in for the first time for Leo.
Well, this is his second time checking in, but
sorry.
You don't see him very often. You saw him a lot more in the last game against Homestead when Leo was shorthanded, but you haven't seen him much in this game.
Hayes knocks down the first despite some strange barking from the Leo student section.
Canterbury student section barking back at them.
And he knocks them both down, and Canterbury leads.
Despite the heckling from the Leo
heckling,
students.
they figured out his name somehow.
Well, they probably got a roster sheet just like us.
That is probably true, although I don't see one anywhere.
Well, Reed's a well-known man.
Very.
Widely
known.
Cavaliers here in some 5-5 full court, 5-on-5 full court defense, giving the Lions a little bit of trouble here in the full court, slowing them down.
Richards spin moves. That's a travel.
Once again, great job staying with Richards there. On the spin move, tries to step through, lifts his pivot foot, and the Cavaliers with a 2-point lead will go the other way.
Greider drives in, gets that one swatted by Ruoff, and they'll call it out of bounds off of Canterbury.
And Greider wanted a foul there, but he tried to shoot that over a double team. You like the aggression, but early in the shot, or not shot clock, early in the possession there, would have liked to see a better shot.
5 minutes remain in the ball game. Richards beats the press. Drives inside, gets the layup to go with the right hand.
That's a good job by Richards. Richards taking advantage of kind of a broken possession there from Leo. Able to compose himself, spin around the defender, get in the teeth of defense there.
Greider drives in, trying to answer. Luka Kingira. Jump step, gets it to fall. Sean Luka Kingira taking over the fourth quarter for this Canterbury offense and defense.
And Andrew, this is a Sean Luka Kingira that we've never seen before. He's doing such a good job getting to 2 feet, composing himself, and finishing through the taller defenders.
And a good answer there by Solomon Richard. As he gets the and one layup to fall.
And this is kind of a classic back and forth game there. Richards was very quiet earlier in this game, kind of taking over with 4 minutes left, able to get into the paint there, draw a little contact, and able to finish through it. And Andrew, one thing it's been mentioned to me is Reed Hayes and Landon Ruoff are good friends, talking a little there in the free throw lineup there.
Perhaps, are they actual friends or
they're actual friends?
Perhaps a baseball connection, I would have to imagine,
or
maybe something else. I have no idea.
That's a storyline that Coach Cook, our very own, wanted me to mention, so I will.
Guessing it's baseball.
I would guess as well. Cavaliers setting up in their 41 offense here, looking to get some paint touches and multiple drives here. Not the shot you want, once again, from Theron Padmallingham. That's a shot you can get every single possession in a tie game in 41 as well. You want a downhill drive into the paint, trying to dish it off to open defenders. If you can get 2 feet in the paint and kick out for an open three, that's one you want. But that contested three from a few feet behind the three-point line is just one you can get whenever you want, and not the shot you want in this instance.
We've seen a couple of those so far in this game. Not really any time have they been the ideal shot. They always are an ideal shot if you make it, but not when you miss.
And that's the duality of Theron Padmallingham. He's been playing very well this game, causing a lot of havoc defensively, getting rebounds, but those bad shots, sometimes you just have to live with them.
Grant Johnson on the tough fadeaway there, and Leo regains the lead.
Yeah, once again, good shot. Good job by him to get to 2 feet in the paint there. Good fadeaway, and he gets the friendly roll.
Padmallingham drives, spins, gets blocked. Leo will push. Richards gets the layup to fall, and the lead's back up to 4.
And that's just a good defensive possession there by the Leo Lions, initially denying Alden Greider the ball. They were trying to get it to him on an Iverson action. Theron Padmallingham forced to take it himself, spins away from the defender, but he got his shot absolutely swatted away by Ruoff, and good job by Richard to take advantage in transition as Cavaliers trail by 4. And thank you to Galecki Financial Management. Fee only, never a commission.
Thank you to all of our sponsors who have sponsored the CSN broadcast and podcast and whatnot throughout this year. We're deeply appreciative of that.
We certainly are.
It has allowed the CSN to do new things that we were not able to do last year.
And the Cavaliers down 4 here. Coach Adams drawing up a play. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a ball screen action for Alden Greider, trying to get him downhill. He's been really good in that position all game.
Hayes inside, blocked again by Ruoff. That one was monstrous.
And that's good action. right, getting Reed Hayes the ball, cutting onto the block, but Ruoff was right there on the catch, able to send it away and give the ball back to the Cavaliers.
That one was dribbled out of bounds by Reed Hayes. Did not think it was off him.
But that's just not the right read from Reed Hayes. Not able to fake out the defender there on that fake handoff. Tried to get downhill, but he was right there, and it bounced right off him.
2.5 minutes to go. Cavaliers down by 4.
Cavaliers need a stop on this possession to stay in this game. And Leo, we'll see how patient they can be on this possession. Trying to milk as much clock as you can, as there's no shot clock in Indiana. So they're doing a good job so far.
Cavaliers bringing the heat on defense. Richards can't get it to go. Rebounded by Ruoff. Looking for a foul. Didn't get one, but he knocked the shot down anyway.
And Ruoff has been relentless on the boards all game, able to pick up the mess from Richards and finish the opportunity. Boy, this, I will say,
Leo's coach is
Leo's coach
irate
is
right now.
irate. I thought he was irate at the refs.
I did too.
But he was irate. I was going to say if we caught
Grant
a coach,
Johnson.
if we caught a technical on Coach Adams earlier, that needs to be a technical.
Oh
but
boy.
he was just angry at not frustrated at his team.
I think he was angry.
Angry. Angry. He was angry. He was very angry at his team for the defensive miscue there. But Alden Grider, unfortunately, not able to capitalize on the first free throw.
Minute 39 to go. Misses them both. Cavs trail by 6, and it's Leo basketball. So it's do or die now for the Cavaliers.
Boy, that hurts. You need to cash in on those free throws late in the game.
You know, Coach Adams and the rest of the coaching staff places a strong emphasis at free throws and practices, and I'd like to see them knock those down.
And Grider, usually composed, usually can hit those free throws, just not able to knock them down there. Unfortunate on the last possession. Canterbury, good job forcing a tip pass there, but a kick ball is called.
Cavaliers playing tight defense, but they need to stop quickly. And
And the timeout from Leo will give Canterbury an opportunity to set up their defense here. We'll see what Coach Adams comes up with. You're at 114, down 6 points. If you don't get a turnover quickly, you probably want a foul here.
You do, and a 6-point deficit is not, doesn't get, I mean, you have hope, but it doesn't give you as much hope as if it's a 1 or 2 point game, or even 3 or 4. I mean, 6 points is a lot to overcome if you're not going to get a stop with only a minute and 14 left and no shot clock.
You certainly need some heroics here. If you're Canterbury, you're going to need a stop or a quick foul, and Canterbury's going to need to be conscious here. If it gets to a bad free throw shooter, you're going to want to give that foul immediately. You're going to want to be conscious of who you foul. You don't want to foul Ruoff. He's knocked down his free throws. You don't want to foul Richard. But if it goes to someone else, you might want to give a foul just for time's sake. Only at 3 fouls right now, so you have one to give. So if you don't get the steal right out of the inbounds, you might want to just give a foul, make them inbound it again, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happens. You've got a lot of guards on the floor here for Leo, a lot of good free throw shooters, people Leo trusts. But sitting back right now is certainly not what you want to do.
Cavs not given the go-ahead to foul yet. They get the turnover they needed, and it's turned over yet again. A heartbreaking turnover there by the Cavaliers, and they get another one. So another chance for the Cavaliers. Rower back out on the wing. Dishes it to Theron Padmalinga. Back to Grider. Greider drives inside, puts up a shot, no good. Fight for his own rebound, and they'll call it a jump ball, and it'll stay on Canterbury's end. So still alive are the Cavaliers.
Well, a little bit of discombobulation there from Canterbury. Alden Greider didn't get exactly a great shot there, but luckily able to force the jump ball. They keep possession here. We'll see what Coach Adam draws up. Probably want the first good shot. You don't need it. You don't necessarily need a three right here, but you need the first good shot possible, and you're going to need to stick it because you got 38 seconds left, and it's going to be a fight to stay in this game. But 6 points left. You're still six-point deficit here with 38 seconds left. We'll see what Coach draws up. Wouldn't be surprised if you go to Aaron Padmallingham for a three here, but you've got a bevy of options. You have Reed Hayes trying to get him downhill. You maybe use a three-point shot as a decoy, try to get an open layup here. You got a lot of options, but you need your best play, whatever it is right now. You need a scoring opportunity, and then you need to fight on defense. A quick foul or a steal.
Absolutely, the Cavs need something big, and they need it quickly. Three-pointer would go a long way for the Cavaliers here.
It certainly would.
Cut it to a one-possession game.
But you don't want to rely on three-pointers. I believe Canterbury only has one made three-pointer in this game, and
yes.
And Ben Harden, who made it's not on the floor right now. So
no,
you likely want something going towards the rim because you need a good shot.
If you do want a three, it's preferably an open three with a reliable three-point shooter. And that is not what you wanted, as that one is turned over out of bounds and finished off on the other end by Colton Wallace. So a crucial mistake there on the inbound play as Alden Greider misses the three. Reed Hayes goes back up, gets it snatch blocked by Richard. And Ruoff will lay it in on the other end, and it looks like the luck has run out for the Cavaliers. With only 10 seconds to go, down by 10. Padmallingham for three, no good. 5 seconds to go. Alden Greider gets that one up and in. And a little bit of frustration there, and that'll do it. Cavaliers lose 60-52 in a hard-fought game. Very heartbreaking, frustrating end for the Cavaliers. Not how you would have wanted to see them close that out.
But Andrew, as much as no one wants to hear this right now, this same Leo team beat Wayne by 7 points. Canterbury just lost by 8 points. It was a valiant effort. We saw a lot of positives in this game. That last out-of-bounds play, it was honestly a very open look for Reed Hayes, just an errant pass there, and it went downhill from there. But you've loved a lot of things you've seen from Canterbury. It was a valiant effort and a lot of positives going into the slight break they have here.
Yep, and we will be back with you on Saturday night. And Canterbury takes on Bishop Lures in the Hoopla event. So we will see you then. Thank you for watching the Cavalier Sports Network. I'm Andrew Malblocki. This is Christian Erberg. We will see you next time.